Okay, so this week we keep talking about chapter 6, data data manipulation. So first we introduce some aggregate functions. So in the SQL we have different aggregation aggregate functions like count, minimum, maximum, sum, average. So they will summarize the data across the row. Okay, it's very useful for reporting and analysis. Okay, so first we're trying to talk about the count function. So first thing to know, count function will return the numbers of the noun, norm, value in a specific column. Okay, so they will count how many numbers at the certain columns. Okay, it can include duplicate if counting all entries or exclude them using the count, the distinct row. So we will talk about this one later. So this is the example. So we select this keyword. We're using aggregate function count. Now right here we include attribute name. So right here, this is the attribute name. We put the P code, okay? Then we indicate which table. So this table is products table. So what it means is I'm trying to count how many rows, okay, from this column, okay, which not include the non-value, okay? So if I enter this code, this will tell me return 2, right? So this is very important and very useful. So if we trying to add some condition, for example, we're trying to count how many product, okay, which the price is less than 10, okay? So we will do the same thing right here. Select count and put the price right there because we're trying to know the price, how many price which is less than 10. Okay, so this indicates the table we're trying to look up and where is the condition. Okay, so the price should be less than 10. So this is less than 10, this is less than 10. Okay, they will tell you and return the number is 2. Okay, is 2. So as we said, you can try to count unique value. Okay, unique value. Okay, so in this example, we count distinct V code. So V code is right here. We have 1, 2, 3, right? However, we using the keyword distinct. Distinct, that means we only return the unique number. Okay, so that means right here only is V1 and V2. Then we count, which is 2. So this code will return 2. So of course we have a minimum and a maximum function. So those functions will return the smallest or largest value, okay, in a specified column. Okay, ignoring the none. Okay, it does not consider duplicate since it's only looking for the single smallest or largest value. Okay, so in this one, we're doing is P price. So P price maximum, we found the one is right here. Okay. Then P value, P price minimum, which is right here. So this will return 12.0 and 8.0. Okay. Sum function, basically, they will calculate the total sum of the number in a specific column. Okay, in this one, we're trying to count the total sum of the value at the column customer balance. Okay, So they will sum them up and give you total value, which is 450. Average is return the average value at specific the column. So in this one, we're trying to get the average is p-value. Then we're trying to add them and divide by 3. You got the result. Okay, so when you enter this code, it will give you the value of the average at the column p price. Right. This is another syntax. This is called group by. So group by basically will group the row with the same value in a specified column. Okay, it allows you to use the aggregate function to summarize the data within each group. Okay, so this is the order. So we already know the select from. Okay, we know the where, and we know the order. Okay, so the group by should be between the where and the order. Okay, let's see the example. So without using the group by, if I run this code, okay, if I run this code, it will select this row and try to count, okay, try to sum them up and get the average. Okay, it's more likely will return a table like this. Okay, this is the average. However, if we try using the group by, okay, a group by, the results will give you is like this. They will based on the position and provide the each position's average salary. Okay, so position, average salary, we group by the position. So now this can give you, okay, based on the position, what's the average of the salary. So this is how we're using the group. Okay, they can give you the specific the group. Okay, then you apply with aggregate value. Having, so having used to is used to field the groups created by group by. Okay, so the having field the results based on aggregate value. Okay, again, is based on aggregate value. It's applied after group by. Okay, unlike the where, which is field individual row before grouping. So this is the thing. They will after you group, then you can put the having. So now this is the order. You have select, you have from, you have where. If you put the group, you need to make sure the having, okay, have to be after the group by. Okay, this you have to follow the specific order to put all the clause syntax. So let's see the example. In this example, we're trying to calculate the count. Okay, how many P code is right there? Okay, how many P code right there? And based on the different P code, okay, they give you the number. Okay, so this is the result. We find out right here we have many different. We have two groups of the P code. One is 21225. Another group is 21344. Okay, so based on this, we have these two groups. Now we're trying to count. Okay, each groups have how many numbers? Okay, so right here 1, 2. So this is return 2. 1, 2, 3. This is return 3. So that's correct. However, if we're trying to get the product which have average price less than 10, okay, we will have different way to do this. So this is example. Okay, we want to know, okay, each vendor whose products have an average price less than 10. Okay, so in that way, based on the group, we need using the halving with average P price. Okay, average P price. So that means we group by the V code. Each V code, we try to get the average of each group, and we need to make sure, okay, how many of them the price is less than 10. Okay, less than 10. So for this one, you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 3 of them less than 10. Then we count 1, 2, 3. So right here, we just return this. Okay, on the same, for the same thing, it's right here for the 2, 1, 2, 2, 5. How many of them is less than 10? Only 1. So right here is 1, 2, 2, 5, and 1. So right here we order based on the V code by the default ascending. So this row should be here. Okay. Okay. So now we talk about join. So what is a join? So a join is a SQL is used to combine rows from 2 or more tables based on related column that they shared. Okay, so in the real world, we split it across multiple tables, such as we have staff, we have students, we have a department. So these different tables, we try to combine them together. So we are using the join to help us bring related data together in a single result. So right now we have 2 styles which can be used at the same time. So the old style is the way we still can combine 2 tables together, okay, using a different way. So this is a 2 table. One table is about product, another table is about order. Okay, so you're trying to do is we're trying to combine these 2 together. Okay, we have to find the shared column. So in this case, we find the shared column is V code. So for both of the table, we find the V code. So we're trying to connect them together. So in the old style, we just put all the columns right here and select the table. So right here we have a table. I think this is wrong. We just put the vendor table, okay, product table, as where you need to make sure this products table this V code is equal to vendor's V code. Once you're doing that, it will return you this table. Okay, so now we have the different way. Okay, right now we can use, which we're using the join. Okay, join using and the join on. So they doing this. They will return you the same results, but the different syntax is much clearer and much easier to read. Okay, so this is syntax. We have the select. Make sure you include the column you want, and from. So this is one table. Join another table, and using which column is shared. So in this case, join using, we have to make sure your column has same name. Okay, if they do have same name like V code, you can just using the join using. Okay, so this is the result. Okay, they will have the same result but different syntax. Okay, table, between the table you have a join. It's much easy to read. So product table join the vendor table using the V code. is much easier to read. So we do have another one, it's called the join on. They do the same thing, but you provide a more flexible way to join using the join condition. So because sometimes different table, they may share the same value, but using a different column name, okay? In that case, we're using the join on. So this is the case. So we join two tables, and on in here, we figured out product's name, product code is same as P code. So we're using product code is equal to the P code. Now this gives you the result which you want. Okay, so right now the difference between the join using and the join on is join using is we share the same column name. Okay, then you can use the join using. Join on provide more flexibility and give you the more custom like condition. You don't have to use the same column name, but still can link them together. Okay, thank you.